Hi, welcome back to episode 4 of the IronMan challenge at BHIVE.
People talk a lot about work-life balance, and I think one core part of work-life harmony, what we can really offer, is about freedom of choice. Then we are planning to form a committee in that. Once we have that committee, there are a lot of activities to be done or things to be done. So it does not appear like there is anybody in the group who feels ownership to get that. Be result-oriented. And how have people made things successful? Somebody puts effort and makes it happen. No? Congratulations, I think the committee did decent performance as a committee. I think we did a good cycling event. Both of you, I think, unveil this.
Now, it's time for us to meet our hard-working committee who's been working relentless to make the IronMan challenge at BHIVE a astounding success. And there are whispers of the BHIVE Fitness Day. Now, let's see all the buzz is all about.
Form a committee. I think whoever is familiar with the annual day we did, there was a committee. Once we have that committee, there are a lot of activities to be done or things to be done. Is that because we as a group are training, right? So we'll form a committee. So what the committee will help get that pool, coordinate with Manapa also, right? As a coach, he is also helping. So either through him or directly, then how do we find the swimming coach? That is something that needs to be done. Then cycling is something where one is that I think, of course, see, committee can at least give those suggestions, where to buy, where to rent. Already Joshi knows a lot of things, right? Second hand kahan milega, naya kahan milega, rent karna ki, all of these. And then meanwhile, even I was thinking again, I don't know if we can do every week, but we can potentially have group cyclings. Because if you want to do long distance, I feel ki group is safer than going individual, right, on the road. 100%. So, honestly, even I don't go on the street because of traffic and risks, right? So, if we could organize, so when what happens, the committee can look into it, Monapa can also help. Where do we do group? And if you want to go there also, right? Sabka cycles leke jana padta hai, wo sab logistics. We have our own shuttle and all that can possibly help. Hamara kuch gaadiyan bhi hai. We'll have to figure out those logistics. So then what happens? The committee knows here. We have got this location, what are the logistics around it, and we can do we tie up with somebody who actually organizes regularly, and then they know all the logistics. Then I don't know, somebody has to figure it out. So ultimately the end result has to happen. Abhi already we are going to weekend. If we can form very quickly, I would shoot for this Sunday itself. So Ketan, you will be one of the committee.
Then we have Mayank Joshi and I'm also there.
So, okay, so I think we will just have this as a committee meeting.
Yes.
So one of the topic I want to bring up is, I don't know, somehow it got missed. I was suggesting we are in the arena. I was thinking 2 spin cycles we could get here.
Yeah.
And I think should be good quality, like value for money ultimately. So 2 will get. I'm thinking 2 should be sufficient. See, a couple of other topics I was thinking was if we should also consider duathlons. So if we could either work with some organizers and customize it for ourselves. If not BMF, maybe on a different weekend, in a similar venue, we'll get hold of a customized organizing committee for BHIVE itself, and possibly have both triathlon and duathlon. So at least you're setting the tone for next year, so that people can learn swimming. At least we have set the ball rolling. And we'll anyway try to book some swimming things. Again, see, I'll tell you, Ironman, you're also coming, so uske liye to there is no choice. So we will anyway go and swim. I think 13 people are doing Ironman, and also they will have to be more hardcore and do it. I think the learners is what I'm kind of thinking is. What I'm thinking is we'll keep a duathlon as an option, while we'll also encourage at least both options are there. So people can anyway come and learn, and you learn, and whoever has not learned, if you feel not so confident, switch to duathlon.
Makes sense.
Who is in charge of searching for pools?
Manapa, he'll also just join. I think Manapa's team will help us. He will join on the team's called Manapa.
Yeah, Mona, a couple of things. Just to recap before you joined. One is that Aniketan has taken the responsibility of shortlisting the spin cycles. In fact, we are in the arena. where we spoke the other day, right? We are planning to put up 2 spin cycles here. Something that's value for money, but it has to be sturdy, right? Because multiple people are going to use. So I think he will probably take input from you and others to decide which one to get. Okay, so that is about the spin cycle. Then swimming, I was just debating with the team. This is the thought process I got. So I was also contemplating a potential duathlon also. If we could, again, one is about BMF, the other thing is if we organize our own, same guys can organize for us on a different weekend like what we want. That might be good is what I'm thinking. So then what happens? Then I think duathlon option will bring up more participant. I think the group may increase also now. So let's find out. No, I think we'll try to customize. I'm really batting for that, to customize our own thing. So I think the main thing would be to shoot for finding our organizers and our own. I think that will make it fully flexible for us. Like then we can decide what we want.
And I think immediately we are looking to identify swimming pools.
So between Likith and Joshi, you guys work with Monapo also, identify. At least we can do one run session again this weekend.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Then meanwhile other things can fall in place.
Correct.
Then we will try to re-announce and try to get more people if duathlon gets confirmed. See, honestly, I think one good thing about weekday I'll tell you is, that is the elevate lifestyle culture we are trying to build. Run, shower and work, right? Integrate it into your work. So that goes well with that theme. Like I said, no, see, this will give birth to the actual BHIVE running club, which will kind of hopefully like just exist on its own, where all members can come, join and do, and pura wahi ek culture build. Weekend hai to obviously that advantage, you can go for dosa, all of that, pura ek whole thing can be built. That social aspect will come, no? Matlab jo jaake meetups and all. Thank you. Thanks guys.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go one by one.
See, there is one, basically we got in touch with the cult procurement team. See, if you want a really good gym grade cycle, like whatever cult is using in multiple centers.
See, it goes without saying it has to be gym grade.
Yes.
Because this is not for single person use.
Correct,
Multiple
correct.
people are going to use.
So
It has to be gym grade. See, simple goal here. I would ideally want to have something in place here next week. Okay, swimming, what's the status here?
So swimming,
Who's in
I'm
charge?
checking with Confit, and second one is there is.
No, Manappa was doing something, no? I mean, that's one of, while you search yourself, ask him also for solution.
So we'll get a coach from outside and then they anyways share the code. So we can
See, one option is Nisha Millet, all of these. If we could do some bulk negotiation and people can on their own, they can figure out. Because I was thinking, regularly if you book a pool and a coach, and coach is there for 2-3 hours open ended. इसको कैसे सिखाना है लोग आ गए, so some tips they get and then they learn on their own. Is one option I was thinking. But the other thing is, what people are saying is that you should go for proper classes with Nisha Millet and all. See, that people have to do on their own.
Yeah.
We can guide them कि ये option है.
Correct.
And it can be combination also. See, okay, yes. See, swimming, I think we need to make right progress. See, 2 options is, one is that is it possible to book like, let's say on Sundays, swimming pool, and we get a coach 2 hours. Is that possible? And something that is close by, like either CBD or Kormangla will be central for more people. Okay, we'll go next year. Okay, so what are the main things? Is this Saturday run is important. Spin cycling we have to order.
Yes, today.
Actual cycling, Likith, you are who is part of that?
Umesh will also help us with decathlon.
We'll have to do one cycling tour at least here, at least like one of the weekends, one of the Saturdays. If we can, if I would put a date, if we next Saturday or something, if we do cycling somewhere, somebody is organizing, they will know all the whole thing.
I'll
Saturday, 6:30 or 7?
7. Please, I have to get.
5:30. Okay. So it does not appear like there is anybody in the group who feels ownership to get that. Honestly, that group should at least have 200 people out from 350 out of 350. जो 5K तो कर सकते हैं, right? Be result oriented. No, you can walk around. Who is coming? Now, is the communication clear? That is also now there is BMF is no longer part of this. People can privately do. We may so it's no longer part of what the committee is doing now. Is that message very clear to people? Are there 9 options? How well? Maybe you should put a poster in place. I don't know what it is, but I don't think most people actually know. Nobody is going to the end result of this. To be very honest. ठीक है यार कुछ बोल दिया उसने कुछ डाल दिया हमने चैट पे तो कौन आने वाला है राइट आई डोंट थिंक इट आंसर्स एनीथिंग टू पीपल राइट और डू वी हैव इवन कॉल्ड फॉर अ मीटिंग ऑफ द एवरीबडी इन दैट ग्रुप समवेयर नो आई काइंड ऑफ सेंस कि देयर इज अ बिग गैप एंड हाउ हैव पीपल मेड थिंग्स सक्सेसफुल right? I mean, like, there are so many clubs out there, so many things. Somebody puts effort and makes it happen, no? तो you guys have to figure out, यार वो कल बात करके ये है संडे, at least focus on this. Sunday, this is what it is. Namma cycle is doing. We are doing this shuttle. We are all going in this. वहाँ पे geared भी है, non geared भी है. Company is paying for it. Breakfast भी है. पूरा, you know, and Kabban Park in the center of the city. Have they ever cycled in the center of the city in front of Vidhan Soda, Kabban Park? But honestly, I have also not cycled in this area in that sense, right?
I'll lead this, yes. I'll lead the communication.
मुझे ना, I think we have to create a cycle rack. Are we going to buy or are we going to weld and make or whatever? I don't know. So then what we can tell is anybody who's buying their cycle, feel free to keep it here. But I think the good start is to start Sunday cycling in Kabban Park. It will lead to a lot of bigger things.
Yeah. See, pehle to the first point is to make people do this. Like, not everyone is that involved in cycling. So first is के enthusiasm तो आए पहले. Let people become like cycling enthusiasts पहले. उसके बाद then slowly and steadily they automatically will do a lot of these.
Awesome, guys.
ठीक है, आज से हम शुरू करते हैं ये पूरा full blast communication.
So I think quick updates. See, productive workspace is something that is more obvious that we have always worked on. Of course, people talk a lot about work-life balance. I would say work-life harmony. And I think one core part of work-life harmony, what we can really offer is about freedom of choice. Where freedom is empowerment. I think there are two key parts of freedom that we are really pushing towards. One is BHIVE being present in so many different locations. When we empower people to work out of any BHIVE, they can leave for home before peak traffic and work from their closest BHIVE. I think that's the kind of empowerment we want to drive for our members. And sports, etc. also, right? Even the shower will be 24/7, wherever it's possible to allow sports 24/7. Because again, I think it's a freedom for people. They want, somebody wants to start in the 4 p.m. and work till late night and then play game and go. We want to empower it. So fitness is another core aspect that we are covering. With whatever we are doing with BHIVE's own employees itself is an experiment in a way to build a culture at BHIVE to eventually extend it to our members. Aspect annual day, I think I didn't touch upon. I think we are looking to form 4 new teams soon. So whatever annual sports thing that we did last year, we do intend to bring it up this year as well. And this year it's going to be a little longer than last year. Already have the captains on my mind. I'll discuss and announce that. And so I think we'll form new teams, auction will happen, and we'll figure out a mechanism. But my request obviously is people have to work also. And so we'll kick this off soon. Meanwhile, I think one of the interesting thing is we were contacted the organizers of BMF, and they have agreed to do something separately for us itself. So while BMF is open for public, that's going to happen on 23rd, 24th, our focus is going to move to a BHIVE specific event, maybe somewhere around September 20th, I think. We will be holding our own event. So I think Monapa has honestly done good work around it. Now it's going to be triathlon as well as an option. There is a duathlon option as well. There is only running option as well. We're trying to get a lot more people become part of Discover Your Potential. So I think there is a good spirit. I think people are on Strava. There is a leaderboard. And I think now that only running is also available, I really hope more people can participate. Okay, cool.
What we have done is we have made 3 different groups of coordinators for each activity. So that what happens is it's a roster. Okay, so let's say cycling के लिए मेरे पास 4-5 coordinators हैं. So between those 5 they'll figure out which weekend who's managing what. And parallelly भी अगर करना है, like you're saying you're cycling और वो तो आना साथ आता है. So that will become easier to manage. तो वो हमने vote करवाया था. The votes are in, we are compiling it, we'll announce it within the committee members, then we'll have a streamlined access.
Leaderboard वगैरह will post in some key locations, like यहाँ पे डाल देंगे ना. So who is leading?
यहाँ लगा देंगे, इस पे लगा देंगे.
This is for registration.
Stay tuned till the end for some pro Ironman fitness tips, and this one is not the one you want to miss.
Both of you, I think, unveil this. Get going. So the BHIVE Fitness Day, so couple of things about it. This is happening on 21st September, 2025, correctly written. Then so one is that you make a note, because hopefully you will be participating in one of it. I'm expecting people to do at least the 5K, if not anything, because that will matter to your team, because annual day, the team selection is happening, by the way. So whatever you do, you're contributing points to your team. So of course, starting from top, join me with triathlon, you'll earn the highest points for your team. So I think for those of you who have the time to kind of do that, तो यार क्या कर रहा है? स्लाइड को बाद में फिक्स करो तुम. मैं स्कूल में करता था, जब टीचर पूछती थी होमवर्क ना, तब मैं होमवर्क करता था. तू ऐसा ही कर रहा है. So I think a lot of these activities are there. Please take advantage of it. So basically, there are 4 teams, 4 captains that are there. So I think we're just bringing this in. I think it's going to be a lot of excitement. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Slow runs and steady finishes. When it comes to endurance training, your runs should be slow and steady. Remember, the goal isn't to break your running record. It's to train your body to keep running for longer. Running at a conventional pace teaches your body to burn fat efficiently and reduces risk of injury. Pro tip, if you can't hold a conversation while you're running too fast.